This video is about the ultimate goal in wrestling, which is the fall or the pin. We're going to give you some scenarios of what pin criteria or the fall criteria is, what the rule change is on the pinning on the out of bounds line, what an illegal pin is, how you cannot be pinned in an illegal hold or technical violation, potentially dangerous. We're going to show you a demonstration of the back of what the pin criteria is, or the fall criteria. And we hope you enjoy. This is video number 3. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, to my channel, because we're going to be hitting new videos pretty regular. I'm going to try to go to some more schools, get some more videos filmed with some other teams. And hit that like button, share this on your social media, and we'll see you in the video. Alright, the pinning area is also a rule that a lot of people are not familiar with. People think it's just up here. That is not right. It runs all the way down, over, and up, with the spine being the split. Now, as long as one section of either parts of the back are touching the mat, a fall can be earned. So it could be this part of the back, it could be that part in a cradle, which we're going to show you just in a second, because a pin area for a heavier weight like a 285 or 220 is going to be different than the pin area for like a 106 or 113, and we're going to show you why the heavyweights or the heavier weights have a bigger pin area. Alright, we're going to show you now the fall criteria. The ultimate goal in wrestling is to earn the fall or the pin. Like I said in the first video, if you've not watched it, I encourage you to go watch it. It's in the archives. It's the very first video in this series. It's not like you see on WWE where the ref comes out, 1, 2, argues with the fan, goes over, has to kick the manager off the rail, comes back for the 3 count, the guy kicks out. That's not the way it is. We're going to show you when the pinning area, we're going to show you that too, is in contact with the mat for a count of 2 seconds. That is not out loud, it's to the referee internally. 1, 2, that's the fall. We're going to show you some examples of that. So our top man is our bottom man and a half. Working over. Near fall criteria. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, camera, if you would, please come stay with the spot, guys. As you can see, the shoulder area, the scapular area is pinned to the mat. That's why it's called a pin. So the fall, as soon as the 2-second count is reached, that would be a fall. Alright guys, pop back up please. Next what we're going to show you is why the top part of the back is not just the pin area, why it extends down. The most common move, like I said in the first video with the no change in the near fall scenario, is the cradle. The cradle, there's near side, there's far side, there's all kinds of different variations for the cradle. But the pin area on this is more, especially for heavier weights, bigger guys, it's going to be, depends on how the move is, lower down the back. It's still going to be within the criteria, but it's going to be lower down the back, and we're going to show you that in just a second. So our guy gets our near side cradle. He's meeting near fall criteria. Now if the camera would come around, as you can obviously see, he's flat, and his shoulders are flat too, but his back is on flat to the mat. The lower part of his back, that would be the fall. In Rule 5, Section 11, Article 1, that is the fall criteria. But this year, the term supporting points in Rule 5, Section 15, 1C has changed. It's been more defined. May or may not bear weight. That is the knees, the side of the thigh, the buttocks, the hand, and the head. Now, when all parts of the defensive wrestler's shoulder and scapula are on the mat and beyond the boundary line, if the feet, including the toes or heels, which we're going to show you, of the offensive wrestler are the supporting parts, the knees must be in bounds or above the boundary line. Shoulders are supporting points if the rest of the body is inside the boundary line. And we're going to show you what we're talking about here with supporting points, because I know this is a new rule for a lot of people. So I'm going to step into frame. The camera would, please. Kind of swing around. Now, normally, before this rule change, our offensive wrestler would be out. He couldn't get back points. He couldn't get a fall. But since the rule change, as you can see, his knees are in bounds, and the offensive wrestler's buttocks, thigh area, is on the boundary line. So we can still get our fall, our near fall count. We can also, if the situation dictates, get the fall. Now, guys, if you would do like a cowboy position, like a head and arm, scoot all the way out as far as you can. Like, scoot all the way out. Just keep your toes in, keep your heels in. All right. Bottom end, if you don't mind, you can kind of scoot over. As you can see, this would not be a pinning scenario now. We'd have to stop it because the offensive wrestler's knees are over the boundary line. They have to be either inside or on top of. That is a big, big rule change. College, you can have one part, one supporting part. That's it. You can have your toes touching the line and get a fall 6 feet off the mat. High school, that rule has changed, and that's what we're going to show you some more scenarios. This scenario right here is a common one we'll probably see this season. Is most of the offensive wrestler's body is out, most of the defensive wrestler's body is out. The defensive wrestler's shoulders, as you can see, are inbounds. But the only supporting part of the offensive wrestler is the head. That is considered inbounds. The bottom wrestler is considered inbounds, even though his toes are out. That would be a fall. One of the most common pinning positions you'll see is a head and arm. Around our region where I referee, we call it a cowboy. Jiu-jitsu practitioners call it the scarf hold or katami. It's head and arm. In high school wrestling, you have to have an arm. This would be a legal fall. He has the head, he has the arm above the elbow. A fall, near fall points can be earned. Now, if the arm is not there, go ahead and remove the arm. And all he has is the head. The match would be stopped. The illegal hold signal would be given. Legal hold red, 1 green. Legal hold red, 1 green. Because you cannot be pinned in an illegal hold. You cannot be pinned in a hold that is potentially dangerous. You cannot be pinned in a hold from a technical violation. So, like in the other video we just watched, locking hands, the wrestlers, they'll get to wrestle 10, 15 seconds. If the defensive wrestler can reverse that position, he can get the fall. The offensive wrestler, if he turns the wrestler, he cannot get a fall because of the penalty. The match would be stopped, technical violation signal will be given, locking hands red, 1 green, match will start again from the up and down position.